Let me ask you something. How many times do you wake up during the night just to go to the bathroom? Once? Twice? Maybe more? Well, here's the shocker. Waking up more than once a night to urinate isn't just annoying. It's linked to a 28% higher risk of dangerous falls, added strain on your heart, and even blood sugar spikes if you have diabetes. But that's not even the most concerning part. According to studies from top sleep centers in the US, this isn't just a bladder issue. Nighttime urination, called nocturia, can be a warning sign. It might point to deeper problems like kidney pressure, nerve dysfunction, or hormonal imbalances that quietly get worse over time. Now here's the twist. What if the key to reducing those late-night bathroom trips isn't a medication, but a simple glass of the right kind of milk before bed? That's exactly what new research is showing. In today's video, I'll walk you through the top 3 milks proven to reduce nocturia by calming bladder spasms, lowering nighttime urine production, and supporting your kidneys and nerves, all while being completely safe for diabetics. And stick around until the end, because I've also got science-backed nighttime tips to help you sleep more deeply and wake up feeling refreshed. Let's start with the first milk on our list, unsweetened soy milk. If you're waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to use the bathroom, the answer may already be sitting in your fridge. This humble, plant-based drink is seriously underestimated. But it's one of the most powerful natural tools for reducing nocturia, especially if you're dealing with diabetes, overactive bladder, an enlarged prostate, or nerve sensitivity at night. See, soy milk does a lot more than just replace dairy. It helps balance your hormones, stabilize bladder nerves, improve kidney rhythms, and even boost your insulin sensitivity, all while helping you sleep better and keeping blood sugar stable. Here's the breakdown. 1 cup of unsweetened soy milk contains about 80 to 100 calories, 7 grams of plant-based protein, 4 grams of carbs, with very little sugar, and around 2 grams of heart-healthy fat. That makes it a diabetic-friendly option for bedtime that won't spike your blood sugar or insulin. It also gives you about 30% of your daily calcium, 25% of your vitamin D, 10% of your potassium, and 8% of your magnesium, though these numbers vary a bit depending on the brand. But here's where it gets really interesting. Before I go further, if you're finding this helpful, do me a quick favor. Tap that subscribe button to support the channel. Like the video so others can find it. Drop a comment below, even just a quick hello or where you're watching from. And if you know someone over 60 who struggles with sleep or bladder issues, share this video with them. Your interaction really helps spread this kind of life-changing info. Now, let's get back to soy milk and why it's such a game changer. Soy milk contains natural compounds called isoflavones, especially genistein and daidzein. These are phytoestrogens, plant-based nutrients that gently mimic estrogen in the body. That might sound odd, but for postmenopausal women or men with enlarged prostates, BPH, this is actually very good news. Hormone imbalances, like too little estrogen or too much testosterone, can mess with your bladder, leading to nighttime urgency, incomplete emptying, and even nerve irritation in the pelvic region. Soy milk helps smooth that out. It reduces inflammation and pressure in both the prostate and bladder lining, helping your bladder hold more urine and reducing that constant feeling of, I have to go. In fact, one study found that older adults who drank soy beverages rich in isoflavones reduced their nighttime bathroom trips by up to 39% over just 8 weeks, especially when they also had enough magnesium and vitamin D in their diet. Now, let's talk about blood sugar, especially important if you're diabetic. Compared to cow's milk, which has about 12 grams of sugar per cup, unsweetened soy milk has a glycemic index of just 20 to 30 and a glycemic load close to 0. That means no blood sugar spikes. Why does that matter? Because when your glucose levels get too high at night, your body tries to flush it out through your urine, a process called osmotic diuresis. That leads to more nighttime urination, which ruins your sleep. But soy milk helps you avoid that. It even improves insulin sensitivity, lowers HbA1c, and reduces inflammation and oxidative stress, all of which are major issues in type 2 diabetes. Inflammation also messes with your bladder nerves, strains your kidneys, and makes your blood vessels less flexible. Soy milk works gently from all angles to help. And what about your kidneys? This is where soy milk really shines. It's naturally low in phosphorus and has a moderate amount of potassium, which makes it much easier on your kidneys, especially if you're in the early stages of diabetic nephropathy, that's kidney damage from diabetes. Unlike cow's milk, which is high in acid-forming animal phosphorus, soy milk has a lower renal acid load. That helps your body maintain a healthier pH level, reduces stress on your nephrons, your kidneys' filtration units, and can even reduce nighttime urine production. Why? Because as your kidneys become healthier, they start to sync up better with circadian hormones like vasopressin, which tells your body to hold on to water overnight. Want a delicious way to try it out tonight? Here's a simple diabetic-friendly bedtime smoothie. 1 cup unsweetened soy milk. 1/2 a frozen banana. 1 tablespoon of rolled oats. A pinch of ground cinnamon. This combo supports nerve relaxation thanks to the magnesium, keeps your blood sugar steady, and reduces the muscle spasms that cause those midnight bladder trips. Just keep your portion to about 8 ounces and try drinking it 60 to 90 minutes before bed. That gives your kidneys time to process it without flooding your bladder right at bedtime. Here's a little-known fact: soy milk contains arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production. That helps improve blood flow to your pelvic organs, your bladder, kidneys, reproductive system, which calms irritated tissue, strengthens nerve signals, and even reduces prostate swelling over time. Plus, it has a complete amino acid profile that supports muscle repair and nighttime tissue regeneration. That's a big win for seniors or diabetics who often heal more slowly. Now, I know there's been a lot of confusion about soy and hormones. Some people worry it causes hormonal issues or increases cancer risk. But the science is very clear. Moderate soy intake is not only safe, it's often beneficial. Especially when you consume it in whole food form, or in a clean, unsweetened beverage like soy milk. In fact, populations that eat the most soy tend to have lower rates of breast and prostate cancer, thanks to those same isoflavones that balance hormones and fight inflammation. Always choose unsweetened, organic, and carrageenan-free soy milk. Sweetened versions can have up to 12 grams of added sugar, which not only spikes your blood sugar but irritates the bladder lining, exactly what we're trying to avoid. And carrageenan, a common thickener, can cause gut inflammation in some people, which indirectly affects your bladder nerves too. Now, before we move on to the second milk, I want to know: where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments. I love seeing how far our community reaches around the world. Let's move on to the second milk on our list, unsweetened almond milk. This one doesn't get nearly the credit it deserves. Unsweetened almond milk is light, smooth, and naturally calming, but don't be fooled. It packs a surprising punch when it comes to supporting your bladder, kidneys, and nervous system. Especially for older adults and diabetics, almond milk can reduce nerve overactivity, ease prostate pressure, and support stable nighttime filtration, all without impacting your blood sugar. 1 cup usually contains 30 to 40 calories, 1 gram of protein, 2 to 3 grams of fat, and just 1 gram of carbohydrate, with 0 added sugar. Its glycemic index is near 0, and the glycemic load is essentially non-existent. That's exactly what you want if you're trying to avoid insulin spikes that lead to more bathroom trips. What makes almond milk so unique is its combination of calming nutrients and anti-inflammatory benefits. Most brands are fortified with about 20 to 30% of your daily calcium, 10 to 25% of your vitamin D, and 15 to 20% of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps soothe irritation in the bladder lining, kidneys, and pelvic nerves. There's also magnesium and potassium, maybe just small amounts, but still important. Magnesium helps control nerve firing and relax the detrusor muscle, the one responsible for bladder contractions. Potassium helps regulate your fluid balance and reduces water retention, which makes it easier for your kidneys to slow down urine production at night. That's especially helpful if you're diabetic and your kidneys are working overtime to filter high glucose levels. Now here's the real secret. Almond milk is alkaline-forming and anti-inflammatory. That means it helps balance out acidic foods that can irritate your bladder in the evening, like tomato sauces, processed snacks, or even some meats. Almond milk also contains monounsaturated fats, which may help lower inflammation throughout the body. This is critical because inflammation in the bladder wall, often seen with diabetes, mild UTIs, or interstitial cystitis, can cause false urgency. That feeling that you have to go, even when your bladder's not full. When consumed regularly, almond milk supports a calmer bladder environment, more relaxed pelvic nerves, and better hormonal response to vasopressin, the hormone that tells your body to hold on to fluid at night. And let's not forget the nerve connection. For many seniors, nighttime urination isn't just about the bladder or the prostate, it's a nerve signaling issue. The B vitamins, magnesium, and calcium in almond milk help stabilize your autonomic nervous system, specifically the parts responsible for bladder control. When those nerve signals are out of sync, you might feel urgency or wake up to pee even when your bladder isn't actually full. By gently nourishing the nervous system, almond milk promotes better nighttime bladder coordination and longer sleep windows. Here's a soothing bedtime recipe you can try tonight. In a small saucepan, heat 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Add a pinch of turmeric, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. If you'd like, stir in 1/2 teaspoon of almond butter for added tryptophan, that's the sleep-promoting amino acid. This calming, golden milk latte is warm, anti-inflammatory, helps calm the bladder, and promotes deeper sleep without spiking your blood sugar. And here's a fun fact. Almond milk contains a plant compound called beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol that's been studied for its ability to reduce prostate inflammation and improve urinary flow in men. It's found in small amounts, but when combined with a bladder-friendly routine, it may offer extra support for those with mild BPH. There's a myth floating around that almond milk is bad for your kidneys due to oxalates, but that mostly applies to homemade almond milk or nut pastes. Most store-bought unsweetened almond milk is diluted, filtered, and low in oxalates, making it safe even for those with stage 1 or 2 kidney concerns. Just skip the barista or extra creamy versions. Those often contain emulsifiers or oils that can irritate your gut or bladder lining. One last reminder here, always check the label. Look for almond milk that's unsweetened, fortified with calcium and vitamin D, carrageenan-free, a thickener linked to inflammation, and avoid blends made with rice or oat milk. These often have higher glycemic loads, which can quietly undo your nighttime progress. Finally, let's talk about the third milk on our list, and this one might surprise you, unsweetened yogurt. Creamy, healing, and rich in gut-supporting probiotics, plain yogurt does much more than support digestion. If you're struggling with nocturia, especially if it's linked to diabetes, nerve issues, prostate swelling, or urinary irritation, then yogurt may be one of the most overlooked natural remedies you can use. A single cup of plain, unsweetened low-fat yogurt has 8 to 12 grams of protein, 3 to 4 grams of fat, 8 to 10 grams of natural carbohydrates, mostly lactose. Its glycemic index is low, typically 20 to 35, making it safe for most diabetics when eaten in moderation, especially without added sugars or sweetened toppings. What makes yogurt so powerful isn't just its nutrients, it's the probiotics. Strains like Lactobacillus acidophilus and Bifidobacterium bifidum support the gut-bladder axis, a two-way communication channel between your digestive tract and your bladder. When your gut is inflamed, it can send false signals to the bladder, increase nerve firing, and even disrupt hormone function related to urination. But by improving gut flora, yogurt helps lower the risk of urinary tract infections, calm bladder wall sensitivity, And reduce those false, "I need to pee" alarms in the middle of the night. For men dealing with prostate-related nocturia, yogurt also plays a hidden but important role. Its calcium and vitamin D support hormone balance. And the probiotics help reduce inflammatory cytokines, proteins that trigger prostate swelling and bladder compression. Plus, yogurt is rich in vitamin B12, which supports healthy nerve signaling, especially important for people with diabetic neuropathy, where the brain and bladder stop communicating properly during sleep. Yogurt also supports kidney function. It's low in sodium, moderate in phosphorus, and has a high calcium to phosphorus ratio that helps kidneys maintain proper mineral balance. Unlike meats and other animal proteins that can raise blood urea nitrogen levels, yogurt is gentle on the kidneys, especially for those with early signs of reduced GFR, your glomerular filtration rate. Here's a cool evening recipe you can try. Mix half a cup of plain Greek yogurt with 1/2 teaspoon of ground flaxseed, a few shaved cucumber slices, and a pinch of dill or mint. It's savory, hydrating, anti-inflammatory, and supports both your gut and your bladder without overwhelming your system at night. There's an outdated belief that yogurt worsens urinary symptoms due to lactose. That's only true if you're eating sweetened or low-quality yogurts. Studies now show that unsweetened probiotic yogurt actually reduces UTI risk, eases bladder pain, and even improves nocturia over time, especially when eaten regularly for 6 to 12 weeks. And get this, yogurt may help your brain too. Probiotic-rich yogurt boosts tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to make melatonin and serotonin, your sleep and mood hormones. That means better sleep, deeper rest, and fewer wake-ups from cortisol-driven bladder stimulation. Just be sure to stick with plain, unsweetened yogurt, preferably Greek or strained. Avoid any brand with 15 to 25 grams of added sugar, artificial thickeners, or stabilizers like gums or starches, which may irritate the gut or bladder. Now, even with the best bladder-friendly milks, true relief from nocturia often comes down to a few smart lifestyle habits. Here are some science-backed tips that make a huge difference. 1. Stop drinking fluids at least 90 minutes before bed, even healthy ones like soy or almond milk. Give your kidneys time to process it. 2. Elevate your legs for 20 to 30 minutes in the evening. This helps reduce fluid pooling in your lower body, which can lead to early night urination once you lie down. 3. Try gentle bladder retraining. Delay your final bathroom trip by 10 to 15 minutes each night. Over time, it builds stronger bladder capacity. 4. Keep your bedroom cool, between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooler rooms promote melatonin and vasopressin, both essential for better bladder control. 5. Keep blood sugar stable in the evening. A small, balanced snack like plain yogurt with flaxseed or a warm almond milk drink helps avoid glucose swings that stimulate the bladder. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Better sleep and a calmer bladder aren't out of reach, you just need the right nighttime habits and a little help from the right kind of milk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.